Hey guys, so I've been getting a lot of questions, and I wanted to just go live and address some of them. And if you guys have some questions, go ahead and type them in, and as they pop up on my screen, I'll go ahead and try to answer them for you guys. But first of all, I wanted to go ahead and address some things that I found important in the last month that I think helped me personally and the results that I actually got. And first and foremost, hey Charlie, how are you? I'm amazing, obviously, despite some craziness that's going on. No water main break, and all that fun, insane life stuff. But otherwise, life is great. And so, I think that as far as what led to the success that I had was I changed things a lot this month compared to beforehand. I first of all committed 100% to the programs that I was doing without fail. I did not skip any workouts no matter how I was feeling. It didn't matter, I just did it. Which wasn't always easy, and it definitely did suck sometimes, but I just did it. But it was definitely worth it, and I would just suggest definitely just do it. The other thing is I stopped focusing on the scale. Previously, every other time I've ever tried to lose weight, to get healthier, I always focused on what the scale said. And anytime it started to fluctuate, it would go up, it would go down. Anytime it would start to go up, I would start getting disappointed. Even though I was still working hard, I would get mad. I would feel disappointed. I would get frustrated. And I think that results in us sometimes quitting, and we get discouraged. And I found out this month that by not doing that, it was actually probably muscle that was actually building when that occurred. Because the last time I stopped in probably about 18 days in, and I had only lost 12 pounds at that point. It was like 12.2 pounds, which I, at that point, was starting to get really frustrated. And I knew at that point that I was done with the scale. Absolutely done. And that I had to focus on what was important. And what was important was working on what I was doing. It was working on my nutrition. It was working on making sure I was following with a program. It was working on making sure I was doing, getting my water in. It was making sure I was doing all of that. And it was making sure I was checking in with all of my accountability and my support people, checking in with my friends, and just making sure that we were all, just good, and we were, making sure that we're all supported and we're all just doing what we needed to do to get the best results possible. And when I stopped focusing on the scale, is when I found that I just started going. and I hit it harder, and I stopped focusing on those things, which was when was why I was so surprised when I went to do my weigh-in today and my measurements and my pictures, because when I stepped on the scale and saw that it was a 20-pound difference from the beginning of the month, I had to reweigh myself because I was like, the scale can't be right. No, there's no way. And the same thing with my, measurements, because it was just ridiculous to me that that was actually possible. But my point is, there's so many other things to focus on during your journey of becoming healthier. There's no point in focusing on those, on the scale, on the number, because it's more about how you feel. It's about the self-confidence. It's about the change that you're taking on. It's about how you are, your outlook is changing, your endurance, your strength, how people are beginning to notice the changes that you're taking, your personality, just everything about you is just starting to alter. And that itself is just amazing, and that is what's important. When those things are, changing, it becomes more about everything else than the number. It's truly not the number, it's the transformation that's taking place. Then you forget about the small things like the scale. So I put the scale away. The scale isn't important. The scale doesn't matter. It's important to have the positive outlook. It's important to be reaching out and talking to other people and seeing, how their day is going. It's important to talk to them and see how they're feeling. And, it's important to me to teach my kids to, that it's, good to eat healthy and to be active. Because if they start living that life now, they're not going to know this struggle that, I have now with trying to lose all of this craziness and, not have that, because it's going to be normal. It's the focus on getting healthier and trying to prevent the heart disease and those things. It's about that. So it's just, I wanted to just, have you guys focus on the small things. Just remember, it's not about the numbers, it's about the journey and everything that's in between. And if you